Hollywood. The name used to conjure up images of glamour, creativity, and groundbreaking cinema. It was a place where dreams were made, where the impossible became possible, and where the silver screen was a canvas for the most imaginative minds. Now, it's more likely to make you think of endless sequels, reboots, and cinematic universes stretched thinner than a Bollywood extra's patience. The originality that once defined Hollywood seems to be a relic of the past, replaced by a formulaic approach to filmmaking. The magic of movies is fading, replaced by a relentless pursuit of profit over artistry. Studios are more interested in box office numbers than in creating films that resonate on a deeper level. The heart and soul of cinema are being overshadowed by the glitter of commercial success. Gone are the days when studios took risks on original stories and unknown talent. Directors like Hitchcock and Kubrick, who pushed the boundaries of storytelling, are now replaced by a conveyor belt of directors tasked with churning out the next big franchise installment. Instead, we're drowning in a sea of prequels, spin-offs, and adaptations of anything with a whiff of name recognition. It's as if the industry has forgotten that the most beloved films were once original ideas that took audiences by surprise. Remember when superhero movies were a novelty? They were a rare treat, an exciting escape into a world of fantasy and heroism. Now, they're as common as auto rickshaws in Mumbai traffic. The market is saturated, and the once special genre has become a predictable staple of the cinematic diet. This isn't just a harmless trend, it's a symptom of a deeper problem plaguing Hollywood. The industry's focus on franchises and guaranteed hits is stifling innovation and creativity. Filmmakers are pressured to conform to a proven formula rather than explore new ideas. The obsession with franchises is suffocating creativity, squeezing out originality, and leaving audiences hungry for something new, something real. Independent filmmakers and fresh voices struggle to find a platform, while audiences yearn for the magic that once defined Hollywood. It's time for a change, a return to the roots of storytelling, where imagination and risk-taking are celebrated, and where the dream factory can once again produce dreams. You might think, but people love these movies. They flock to theaters, eager to see the latest installment of their favorite franchises. The excitement is palpable, the anticipation electric. They make tons of money. And yes, while some franchises continue to rake in cash, the cracks are starting to show. The box office returns might look impressive at first glance, but a deeper dive reveals a different story. Take the prequel, for example. Big names, massive budget, familiar wasteland setting. It seemed like a surefire hit. The production was top-notch, the marketing was extensive, and the fan base was ready. Everything pointed to a blockbuster, yet it sputtered at the box office. Despite all the hype, the theaters were not as full as expected. The initial rush of viewers quickly dwindled, leaving empty seats and disappointed fans. Why? Audiences are wising up. They're no longer satisfied with the same old formula. The novelty has worn off and the excitement has faded. People are looking for something new, something that challenges their expectations. They're tired of being fed the same reheated leftovers, no matter how much masala you sprinkle on top. The same plot lines, the same characters, the same twists. It's all starting to feel a bit stale. The allure of a known quantity can only carry a film so far. Familiarity might bring people in, but it won't keep them engaged. They want innovation, creativity, something that feels fresh and exciting. Eventually, audiences crave something fresh, something that doesn't feel like a cynical cash grab. They want stories that resonate, characters that feel real, and experiences that leave a lasting impression. And it's not just. Other big-name franchises are feeling the heat too. Underperformed. Despite the star power and the massive marketing campaigns, it didn't live up to expectations. The latest installment, running on fumes, the magic that once captivated audiences is fading and the returns are diminishing. The signs are there. Franchise fatigue is real, and even the biggest names in Hollywood can't escape its grasp. The industry is at a crossroads, and the future of these beloved franchises hangs in the balance. Will they adapt and evolve, or will they fade into obscurity? Only time will tell. Think about it. How many times can you watch the same superhero origin story, the same car chase, the same chosen one narrative before it all starts to blur together? The excitement of seeing a new superhero suit up for the first time, or the thrill of a high-speed chase through city streets, starts to lose its luster when it's the 10th or 20th time you've seen it. The formulaic approach to storytelling, where every plot twist and character arc feels recycled, can make even the most action-packed scenes feel mundane. Audiences, especially younger generations raised on a diet of diverse entertainment options, are craving originality. They are no longer satisfied with the same old stories being told in slightly different ways. They seek out films that offer fresh perspectives, unique narratives, and innovative storytelling techniques. The rise of streaming platforms has given them access to a vast array of content from around the world, making them more discerning and demanding viewers. They want stories that challenge them, surprise them, and stay with them long after the credits roll. They yearn for characters that feel real, plots that are unpredictable, and endings that leave them thinking. The emotional connection they form with a truly original film can be profound, creating lasting memories and sparking conversations that go beyond the theater. This isn't just about boredom, it's about the devaluation of cinema as an art form. When every movie feels like a carbon copy of the last, the magic of cinema starts to fade. The artistry involved in crafting a compelling story, the creativity in bringing new worlds to life, and the emotional depth that can be achieved through film are all diminished when originality is sacrificed for familiarity. When studios prioritize pre-existing IP over original storytelling, they're essentially saying that the familiar is more valuable than the new, the safe bet more appealing than the bold swing. This approach stifles creativity and discourages filmmakers from taking risks. It sends a message that innovation is not worth the investment and that the tried and true formula is the only path to success. This franchise-first mentality creates a vicious cycle. As studios continue to churn out sequels, reboots, and spin-offs, audiences become increasingly disillusioned. The lack of originality leads to declining interest, which in turn makes studios even more hesitant to invest in new ideas. It's a self-perpetuating problem that threatens to erode the very foundation of the film industry. Studios terrified of taking risks double down on what they know, leading to a cinematic landscape dominated by the same tired tropes and predictable plot lines. The fear of failure overshadows the potential for groundbreaking success, and the result is a homogenized film industry that struggles to capture the imagination of its audience. To break free from this cycle, there needs to be a renewed focus on originality, creativity, and the courage to take risks in storytelling. So what happens to the filmmakers with fresh ideas, the screenwriters with stories burning to be told, the actors yearning for roles that challenge their craft? They're pushed to the margins, forced to fight tooth and nail for scraps of funding and distribution. Original films are relegated to independent studios, smaller screens, and streaming services where they often struggle to find an audience amidst the algorithmic chaos. The talent is out there, but the system is rigged against them. This isn't just a tragedy for aspiring filmmakers, it's a disservice to audiences. Imagine the stories we're missing out on, the perspectives we're not getting to experience, the cinematic journeys we're being denied. Section 5, a glimmer of hope, successful original films, but all hope is not lost. Amidst the franchise fatigue, there are glimmers of hope, shining examples of original films captivating audiences and proving that real cinema is far from dead. Take, for instance, a mind-bending, genre-defying masterpiece that became a critical and commercial darling, or a historical drama that drew crowds and sparked conversations. These films succeeded because they offered audiences something different, something they couldn't find in the latest superhero sequel or live-action remake. These successes, while encouraging, are often exceptions that prove the rule. For every, there are dozens of original films struggling to find an audience. The system needs to change. Section 6, the price of predictability, why Hollywood needs to change. This isn't just about art versus commerce, it's about the long-term health of the film industry itself. Hollywood's reliance on franchises is unsustainable. Audiences are waking up to the formulaic nature of these films, and the box office numbers are reflecting that. The industry needs to rediscover its appetite for risk. It needs to nurture new voices, champion original ideas, and trust that audiences are hungry for more than just the familiar. This isn't to say that all franchises are bad. Some have produced truly great films that have captured the imaginations of millions. But the balance has shifted too far in one direction. Section 7, a call for creativity, giving audiences what they crave. The solution, a cinematic renaissance. A return to the days when Hollywood wasn't afraid to take chances, to invest in filmmakers with vision, and to trust that audiences were intelligent enough to embrace something new. Imagine a world where studios greenlit films based on the strength of their scripts, the originality of their concepts, and the potential to move, challenge, and inspire audiences. This isn't a pipe dream, it's a necessity. The future of cinema depends on it. Audiences are yearning for something more, something real. It's time for Hollywood to deliver. Section 8. The future of film, a battle for the soul of storytelling. The battle for the soul of cinema is raging. On one side, the relentless march of franchises churning out predictable sequels and reboots. On the other, the flickering flame of original storytelling fighting for survival. The outcome of this battle will determine the future of film. Will we succumb to a world of cinematic sameness, where originality is sacrificed on the altar of profit? Or will we demand more, pushing for a renaissance of creativity and a return to the magic that drew us to the movies in the first place? The choice is ours. Audiences, filmmakers, and studio executives all have a role to play in shaping the future of cinema. Section 9. Support real cinema, demand more from Hollywood. So the next time you're at the cinema, consider your options. Sure, that new superhero sequel might look tempting, but what about the independent film playing next door? The one with the intriguing premise and the unknown cast? Support the filmmakers who are taking risks, who are pushing boundaries, who are reminding us of the power of cinema to transport us, challenge us, and make us feel truly alive. Demand more from Hollywood. Demand originality. Demand creativity, demand real cinema. The future of film depends on it.